But let me point to another issue that we sort of overlook, and that is, um, why would there be a large number of metaverse islands? Um, and one of the reasons is that we fully recognize is that commercial users want it that way because they want to have their own island. And as a matter of fact, I have not seen any economic case why they would change their mind. But maybe they would have to, and there would have to be one if they're going to pay money to make
Also
interconnection.
I think currently the providers of these metaverse islands are too short-sighted because, like I said before, for me the metaverse is about people. And the thing is, if you have thousands of different islands, I'm sure these will be rather empty. But if you have interoperability, then even a few people on one island can bring in their friends from another island and say, hey, today here is a cool event. Do you want to join? And this will
Mhm.
create traffic over more of the islands in total.
Well,
Yes.
and my current working definition of the metaverse is any place that you can meet with a group of people from around the world. And like for example, we're in CybaLOUNGE today, and I consider CybaLOUNGE to be part of the metaverse because here
Yes.
we're all in different parts of the world. Dieter's in Germany, Steve's in you're in like Virginia, aren't you? Selby's in Texas, and I'm in Texas. And so my working definition of the metaverse is any place that people can meet and communicate in real time around the world. And I think that's gonna be the key to making it all work. It's like Dieter says, it's all about people.
Yeah, but now let me point out another issue that is quite important in this context. And this has to, because we're talking about people meeting together, and we recognize that the metaverse, and of course, in fact, the preceding internet capabilities in general, but the metaverse especially provides an opportunity for people to meet together, but not everybody wants to meet with everybody. Um, in fact, I don't care at all about meeting with gamers, and I don't care whether I'm connected to them or not. I do want to meet with people, well, people like this, like I might, as I'm meeting with now, knowledgeable people who are knowledgeable about advancements in technology, particularly virtual worlds.
Yeah, but I think
Uh,
that's similar to real life. In real
yeah,
life, maybe you would never go to an arcade, but maybe to a debate club or a chess tournament or something else, and that's fine. So I think even a united metaverse will have, let's say, places which are suitable or liked by you, and others you say I simply don't care about. But
yeah.
the point is, even if you have these different islands, um, we need a universal concept of identity.
Oh, yes.
So it means if I enter, it doesn't matter if it's Roblox, Minecraft, Second Life, an open sim, or CybaLOUNGE, I am me, or my avatar represents me always. And I don't need 25 accounts just to be able to hop from one island to another.
Yes.
And
Well, actually, that's brings us back to the topic of Google identity. Google already provides me with some identity. Right now, it will identify me to a number of places, a number of sites that I might want to go, so I do not have to register at those particular sites. Right now, it does not carry my avatar, but they could, um, and that may occur to them at some point. Um, and that I from that standpoint, what I might want is not so much to be able to go to all available, all existing metaverse locations, but rather to be able to carry my ID to any place where I want to register. And of course, I would probably want to carry my avatar too. Um, So there would be some issues of technology for connection. One thing I would like to point out is I really don't care about having all of the worlds connected. That's fine. But it doesn't matter to me. I only care about having the places connected that I want to go to. And so I'm thinking one possibility would be a multiple islands with different communities, because it is really about we know that it's really about communities and bringing people together to form and work together in communities, and that's what we're doing for now. And that's why I'm pointing out we really don't care about going to other places. Some people may want to go, may be in both, want to be in both places, but I don't care whether I can go to gaming places without interference. I'm not going to go to them anyway.
I think that you and I, Selby, and maybe Dieter and Steve are unique in the way that we view identity, because I am Jamie Jordan everywhere. Any virtual world that you are in, you go by Selby Evans. If you're on the internet, if you're on Facebook, like we both have the same name everywhere, and I'm always I always snicker at people in Second Life when they ask how they can find me, and my answer is just Google my name, because this is my name everywhere. I think you and I, and possibly Stephen Dieter, see identity different on the internet than most people. I think most people take the opportunity to be anonymous, whereas in my case, I don't have any interest in that.
Yeah, because
I do
anonymously you cannot make connections, or not make real connections.
Right.
Right.
Well, it depends. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
Okay. It depends with me on where I'm at and who I'm dealing with. If I'm dealing in an official capacity, like for Immworlds, I use my real name. Whereas, like Second Life, I don't use my real name there. You know, so it kind of I kind of do it with depending on the situation. In a lot of worlds, I have the same name, but it's just Second Life was because it was so long ago. I had to choose carefully, and but the kind of thing is that I am a very much person into privacy, although I do tend to give out too much information at times.
Well, I think obviously it depends on your purpose. I think well, both Jamie and I want to be public because we have public activities. That is to say, I have a blog and he has a podcast, and I want to be identified by everybody who that I talk to, so that they can find my blog simply by Googling on my name. So I definitely want to maintain the same identity, but I can understand. However, that isn't really a problem. Basically, people can do either one or both.
Yeah, I
like
sell
you're
by
doing.
brand name, not by my name.
Well,
yeah, I'm
yes.
selling Immworlds, not not me.
Yeah. Well, of course, that's another issue, and you actually perhaps want to be identified as Immworlds, since that's the name you want people to look under for in Google.
Right, that's the Google name, or like a Dimension Beyond.
Yeah.
And my real name is in the information on a Dimension Beyond, but there's no reason to look me up for me, because I'm not selling me so much as I am a couple of products.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and then you have 2 products or more, so
several, yeah.
Several. So therefore, actually, you definitely want to use the names of the product, because you don't want to bother people with looking you up and finding out that they're going to look for you under some product, some particular product. You want
Yeah.
them to look under that product.
Well, the other thing too is my last name. A lot of people have a problem pronouncing it, so it's easier just to do the products. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
Well-
and like in my case, the name that I go by on the internet is not my family name. It's a name that I came up with when I started in radio 25 years ago, and they said, you know, you've got to have a different name. And I said, why? And they said, stalkers. And they were absolutely right, because I was on the air less than a week, and I had people trying to call my house. And so this name that I use on the internet has become synonymous with me, but it doesn't have anything to do specifically with my family. And I've done very well keeping those two things separate all these years.
Yeah, see, that's part of the key. And these days, when it comes to privacy, I've gotten more and more into privacy because of things like that.